Tonight on Access TV, it's Gotham Comedy Live. Get ready to laugh with Vladimir Camaño, Lana Turner, Leonard Oots, Matt Burke. This week's host, Ralphie May. Gotham Comedy Live, all happening right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Ralphie May.
Welcome to Gotham Comedy Live here on Access. I didn't know I had that channel either. It's great to be here. I am your large and in charge, making sure that we have big production value. It's so great, man, to be here. I gotta tell you, one thing that keeps on bugging me, and I don't know why we're still talking about it, is that this whole movement in the country for gays not to get married. That's what I don't get. I don't understand how people are mad at gay people that they don't want them to get married. It's like, anybody married besides me? Okay, God, we got to keep those fags from enjoying all this joy and wonderment that marriage is, huh? Yeah, because when you're married, it's just waffles and blowjobs every day. God bless them. I was in Florida in November, and at that time, they just now elected to get gay people to have the right to marry in Florida, a state that looks like a dick hanging off our country. It's like, why is this just now getting around to it, We talk about the ultimate gay destination wedding. It's like, where are you boys getting married? At the tip of the dick, Miami. It'd be awesome. Talk about missing the boat, man. Let them have it. I've been to an actual gay wedding. Okay, my neighbor in Los Angeles, Gay Tony, got married. That's not his real name. They just how it appears on my cell phone. And so our kids, they call him Uncle Tony and Aunt Tim, and we love them. We love them. Their wedding was incredible. It was really gay, though. I mean, like, so gay. Like, you've never been to it was like before the wedding, okay? It's just so gay. They got a guy flying down on a curtain, teabagging a dude, then going back up and swinging around. It was awesome. I'm set with my 5-year-old son, and you know how entertainment at the start of the wedding is usually like this a fat girl cousin of the bride singing a horrible song from Frozen or some shit, or a kid that might be retarded playing the trumpet with a boner, you know what I mean? You're like, is he retarded? That boner ain't retarded. Look at that fucker. Jesus Christ, he loves that trumpet. God damn. Okay. They had a 6'4" black male transvestite Cher impersonator named Sugar with a CH. That's right. Yeah. And Mr. Sugar was wearing 8-inch boots, so we're about 7 foot of transvestite. And my 5-year-old son had a shitload of questions. He's like, Daddy, what is that? And I go, that, son, is a transvestite. And he's like, woo! That's the biggest transvestite I think I ever seen, Daddy. I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think that's as big as they make them, son. And he goes like, yeah, that's a big one. And he had a cape on, and my son's into Star Wars, so he was like, Daddy, you think Mr. Sugar likes sword fighting? And I'm like, yeah, I bet he loves it. I bet he loves sword fighting. What was funny was all the gay boys around us were like, oh, we love sword fighting too. My son's 5. He's sitting there going, these are a bunch of cool motherfuckers. I like these guys. Well, Mr. Sugar gets up there and he starts singing Cher, and I don't know the words to Cher. She always sounded like a blue tick hound dog to me. All right, and he's making some move, and his big old dick and one of his little baby balls falls the fuck out of his britches. Monster dick, holy shit. Had an elbow in it, Lord Jesus. Big, and tiny ball though. Looked like an old Whopper, okay, a little ashy. All right, but and my son goes, Daddy, Mr. Sugar got a big old pee-pee. And I'm like, son, no, you and I, we've got pee-pees. That's a dick. And my 5-year-old summed it all up. He goes, yep, Daddy, that's a dick, all right. Them transvestites got dicks, huh? That's a good life lesson, son. That's a really good life lesson. The reception was awesome. The reception. Go for the party. Even if you don't make the actual wedding, go to the gay wedding reception. They fucking do it better than anybody else. Your wedding stunk compared to theirs. All right, food was amazing. They had a real sushi bar with bona fide Japaneses, okay? Not like you get sometimes in New Jersey where it's a white guy squinting, you know what I mean? It's a real Japanese. All right, first class. They had go-go dancers on every side of the dance floor. I almost got teabagged on the way to the table. They had a Puerto Rican gay. By the way, Puerto Rican gays are the best in the Western Hemisphere as far as I'm concerned. They really take gay to a new level. So this guy was dancing, shaking his cock and balls, okay, in a G-string. All right, and I'm walking, talking to my wife, and a light hits a sequence just in time for me to go, whoa, as balls swing by. I'm Matrix nuts. Easily the most athletic move I've ever made in my life, you know? We get to the table, and there's 3 pills on the table. 3 pills, all right? And my wife goes, is that candy? And I'm like, honey, I'm pretty sure I know every candy ever made. That's not the candy. Okay, I think that right there is, well, I don't know what those 2 are, but that one looks like pharmaceutical-grade MDMA from the early 90s. And my wife goes, what's that? And I go, that's ecstasy. She goes, oh, I remember that. Yeah, I know you did, you filthy animal. And so as we're talking about that, talking dirty stuff, married stuff, a different gay guy takes the microphone and he's like, hello, everybody. He's dressed up like the Queen of Hearts, okay? Tonight, baby, we're going to Wonderland. Everyone, you have 3 pills on your table. I am Diego, your body master. Tonight, one of those pills will make you small and one will make you tall. And one is a Goldilocks pill. It makes everything all right, just like Diego, baby. Let's go. So let's do this on 3, okay, baby? 1, 2, 3, oh! All right? And my wife is like, should we take these pills? I'm like, fuck yes. These are gay drugs. These are the best drugs they make. You're goddamn right we're doing them. Nobody was seated to my left. I grabbed those pills and did them too. Fuck it. You're going to dance with the devil. You might as well lead. You know what I'm saying? 30 minutes later, I'm in a corner contemplating space, time, and the universe, and my place in it, and how we just drift through time and space, and that's what I thought was going on. It turns out I was seated in a corner, tweaking my nipple, holding my cock and balls, dancing to Kesha. For like 30 fucking minutes, I know. So crazy. You know, it's funny because everybody's always talking to me. You know, they're always like, dude, you went to a gay wedding. Weren't you nervous? Like, that what? Gays don't want us, straights. They don't want you. You've never heard this. You never heard a guy go, dude, I was at a bus stop and 4 gangster fags rolled up on me in a lower Prius. Okay, 2 of them jumped out, gave me a full makeover. One of them cut my hair, other one sucked my dick like a champagne. No shit, really? Are you gonna go to the police? No, I'm going back to that bus stop. They're pretty good people. Okay, you've never heard that ever, okay? So, by the way, I was a little bit nervous that I might get hit on by a gay man, but you know what's way worse than that? Having 350 gay men not hit on you. That really hurt your feelings. It's like not one of them, not even a mercy flirt. Wow, I'm the fat girl at the prom. So stupid. I know, I'm like, I got my feelings hurt. But we've got a great show for you guys. Are you ready for tonight? That's right. Don't be worried about them gays. All right, we love them the most, all right? I'm Ralphie May. I'm your host. We'll be right back after these messages.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV, live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Vladimir Camaño is taking the stage when we return. Welcome back to the Access TV presentation of Gotham Comedy Live. More laughs right now.
All right. We're keeping the comedy going right now. It's his second time here on Gotham Comedy Live. He was so good we had to bring him back. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the comedy, Mr. Vladimir Camaño.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thanks for the love. Thanks a lot. I needed that. I need that love. I am from the Bronx, New York. Yeah, give me a hand for being alive. I made it out. Live in a rough neighborhood, man, rough. You know you live in a rough neighborhood, you could tell by the ATM machine in your neighborhood. You go to a nice neighborhood, the machine gives you $20 bills. You get high denominations. When you go to the hood, the machine gives you 5s and 10s. The machine is like, you ain't got no money, you know what I mean? The machine be asking you for money. Let me borrow 20, let me borrow 20. Let me borrow 20, let me borrow 20. I know your PIN number, come on, man. Let me borrow 20. You also know you live in a bad neighborhood because no one calls you by your name in public, you know what I mean? You go to a nice neighborhood, they call you by your government name. They see you on the street, they're like, hey, John. Good morning. You go to the hood, it's a different conversation, right? They see you on the block, they're like, cuckoo! Yeah. Yeah. We have a whole conversation, right? We're like, yeah, what up, man? You seen... Like last time I seen your shoes were, ha! I tried it one time with Siri. I said, Siri, cuckoo! And Siri said, the drugs are on 19th Street. I said, thank you, Siri. I appreciate that. Good looking out. My dad lives in the Bronx, and I was hanging out with my dad today. We were hanging out, had a nice father-son moment, you know what I mean? I'm sitting next to my dad, and my dad turns to me and says that when he was a kid, he wanted to be a school teacher. Very sweet. But I was laughing because of the way my dad said it, you know what I mean? My dad turns to me, and that's how he said it. He goes, mira, cuando yo estaba joven, yo quería ser maestro, tú sabes, teacher. I was laughing because that's how my dad speaks English, you know what I mean? My dad will say a whole phrase in Spanish and the last words in English, you know what I mean? And in his mind, he just spoke English. There's some weird Rosetta Stone stuff going on, you know what I mean? I'll never forget one time there was a crime that happened outside my dad's building, and the cops come to my dad to get a statement. Like, listen, anything you can give us to help us out, solve this case, we appreciate it. My father's like, mira, yo estaba aquí, el tipo cruzó la calle, fue por la bodega, knife. The cop is like, what? He's like, yo estaba aquí, el tipo fue por la bodega, gun. Yeah. Case closed. My dad is in construction. He's a handyman. He's a superintendent. And my father has a hilarious way of describing his work process. He's hysterical. Like, here's what my dad does to describe his work process. My father gives you a series of numbers followed by random noises. It's hysterical. So the landlord came down. We got a Jewish landlord. He comes down to check on my dad. He's like, hey, Julio, how are you? Tell me about your work. Tell me what you're doing. L'chaim. And this is my dad. Okay, mira, come over here. I come over here, 1, 2, 3. I put it inside over here. Choop, come over here. Chow. 4, 5, 7, 8. You put it inside. Pop, come over here. Chow. 1 + 1 is 3. You put it inside. Chow, come over here. And then you have a house. I'm looking at my dad like, I thought you were giving the weather report. I didn't know. My dad's favorite store is the Home Depot. Loves that place, you know what I mean? Poor people love the Home Depot. Everything you've ever wanted in one place. My father's touching himself every aisle. He's like, oh my God, mira. Mira drywall, mira. Security's just tagging him like, why the hell is he touching himself to the drill bits? One time I had to get supplies for my dad, right? I go to Home Depot to get supplies for my father. I get to the store. One of the attendants comes to me. He's like, hey, what do you need? And I'm like, oh man, here we go. I need a 2, 3, 4, 5. Followed by a chook, come over here. Whoa! And the guy looks at me and says, let me go get Carlos. I'll be right back. Listen a minute, speaks 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a consultant. My father's favorite item at the Home Depot is a black garbage bag. Poor people love the black garbage bag, you know what I mean? We use it for everything, you know what I mean? It's a raincoat, it's a curtain, luggage, you know what I mean? You know you poor when you use a black garbage bag for everything but trash? My dad would get upset if you put trash in the trash bag, he would lose it. Mira, what are you doing? I'd have to apologize. Dad, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was mommy's dress. I didn't know. We got a funeral. I'll never forget, man, 1996, it was Halloween. It was Halloween. I said, Dad, I want a costume. All my friends got costumes. I go to my dad, my dad's like, Mira, you are the Dark Knight. And he put a black bag on me. I'm out there trick-or-treating with a trash bag on, looking like a confused Klan member. I'm knocking on doors, trick-or-treat. You sure? You sure about that? Put the candy in the bag. Put it in the bag. I am the bag. Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. I never forget one time they broke my father's car window. They shattered it. Guess what my dad put on it? Black bag. Bragging about it too. Mira, ven acá, mira. Mira, it looks like a tinted window. Mira, es tinted. Mira. Can't make no left turns. I remember one summer my dad had the black bag up and it was hot. My dad put a hole in it. He was like, Mira, air condition. My parents are still together. My mother can't stand my father. She hates him. But it's messed up because I look just like my dad, you know what I mean? So anytime my mother sees me, she gets nauseous on the spot. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, it hurt. It hurt. With your face. You look like your father. It hurt. I want your face to die. Go to the doctor. Tell him you look like your father. My mother's a trip because my mother's always sick, but she has no health insurance. So I gotta go to the doctor with her diseases. And you can't say no to a Latin mom, you know what I mean? Mom, no. Mira, I gave you life! So I go to the doctor's office, right? Columbia Hospital. I go to the doctor's office. Doctor's like, Vlad, what do you got? I said, Doc, I got a white milky discharge. Coming out of my left breast. And I get home, my mother's waiting for me. My mother's like, Mira, you have la medicina? You have la medicina? My mother's very, very secretive. She walks to the side in the house. Mira, you have la medicina? You have la medicina? I said, Mom, I got an appointment with a psychotherapist. She got mad. I gave you life! I got a mammogram for you. You know what I mean? I'll leave you guys with this, man. My dad just got a cell phone. He got a smartphone, you know what I mean? And it's hysterical because my dad doesn't know how to put songs on his phone, so my dad has to jam the ringtones. And this is my dad's favorite ringtone. I came home, my father was dancing to this right here. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV, live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Lana Turner is taking the stage when we return. Welcome back to the Access TV presentation of Gotham Comedy Live. More laughs happening right now.
Thank you, everybody. Our next performer, she has a 1-hour special on Hulu called So I Wrote a Song About It. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Lana Turner.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so great to be here in New York. I love it. I just saw a homeless guy, had a sign that said, "Cancer, can you please help?" I was like, I'm a Capricorn, but you don't see me begging. It's great to be here. I came from Los Angeles. That's where I live. I'm not originally from there, but I've become very LA, you know? Like, oh my God, I'm so LA. Like, just recently I had liposuction. Yeah. But that's what they called it at Planned Parenthood. So... Relax, it was just a couple of ounces. It's not a big deal. I have a guitar, so I'm going to play some songs for you guys. I want to start off by asking the ladies, when you're in a relationship, do you think you should ever admit when you're wrong? No? Guys, do you think we should admit when we're wrong? Yeah. See, I kind of agree with you. So I wrote a song. from a man's perspective. And before I play it, though, I want to introduce you to my guitar, right? That's the polite thing to do. I named this guitar after my favorite uncle, because now I can stick my fingers in his hole. So, yeah. Aw, don't groan, don't groan. That's what I did at first. Just relax and enjoy it. It's so much better. So. All right, this is from a guy to his girl, just a broken-hearted love song called This Time. So here you go. You hear it? Yeah? I'm tired of all the arguing. Seems to go nowhere. Getting to a place these days where I couldn't even care. Argue every point with me, no matter how small. So this time, if you're wrong, you can suck my dick. If you're right, you can suck my balls. I don't think I can take it. Seems to go nowhere. Getting to a place these days where I couldn't even care. You could say I've hit my limit, I've had enough of it. So this time, if you're wrong, I can come in your mouth. If you're right, just on your tits. Yay! You're in my head just yapping, will not go away. I can barely even listen to the points you need to say. Before you know we're in a fight, it really is the worst. So this time, if you're wrong, you can eat my asshole. If you're right, I'll wash it first. I play that song every night for my kids. They go right to sleep. I have 2 kids, and that's awesome. They're at an age now where a lot of my friends also have kids. And one of my girlfriends confessed something very frightening to me recently. She said that she coughs violently and pees herself. And that's a scary proposition. I'm sure there's some women here who've done that. And I don't want to point you out, but God bless you in case you sneeze in advance. God bless you, because that's some scary stuff, right? Like, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure, like, at some point your vagina just falls apart. And I'm so scared that I'm going to be walking through the grocery store and look back and be like, my pussy's on the floor. See, I don't think guys have that same fear, right? Like, you're not worried that every day of your life your balls are getting lower and lower, right? One day you just sit down and you're like, there's my balls. You don't even look at them. If you did, you'd be horrified. You'd be like, oh my God, it looks like raw chicken. Black guys are like burnt yams. I think the only time you would look is if you're manscaping, right? I don't know. My husband's not a manscaper, but if you are, I think that is awesome. I did date a guy, though, before I met my husband, and he would shave this up, and I thought that was great. He was very hairy. He was Saudi Arabian Arab, and I'm Jewish, so that was interesting. He would come in the bedroom and throw a rock at me. I would pretend to drive a tank. But he was incredibly hairy. I called him my little Arab. It was amazing. But he would shave this up. It was like a skin oasis in a desert of hair. It was amazing. I was so glad that he shaved it, though, because if I blew him, I didn't want to talk like they do, you know? That's why they do that. They have a hair in their throat, you know? I have to recommend it, the ladies, if you can get with a Muslim, totally do it. They are awesome. Seriously, all you have to do is lay down with your head pointed toward Mecca. He will go down on you 5 times a day. So. But I'm very nervous about the whole business and the whole, like, as it gets older. And I think we as women need to embrace it and stick together as a group. And so I think what we need to do that with is an anthem. And who better to do that than me? So here you go. I began to think I was looking fine when a hot boy smiled at me. I'm married, so I want to be clear, I wouldn't have acted seriously. But that innocent flirt ended up crushing my esteem that day, because he waved at my kids and he called me ma'am and he turned and walked away. Well, I sat there dejected, feeling very lame. Then it occurred to me, old pussy needs a new PR campaign. Always recycle. Do not be confused. Brother, you know the truth. It's better when it's used. It's a pro-pussy recycling song. It's environmentally friendly. If the muffler is good and the engine purrs too, who cares about dents? You never should buy new. Kids will mess it up, but all it needs is love, like your favorite old t-shirt or a beat-up baseball glove. It's kind of a messed up visual, but it works for her, right? Many things get better with age, like cars, wine, boats, and booze. So tap mama's ass, 'cause it's better when it's used. So if you find yourself a cougar, do not throw away. Like meatloaf or lasagna, it's always better the next day. Pussy doesn't spoil, so just turn out the light. Like sexual primate steak with a touch of cellulite. If you find yourself a MILF, you're gonna have some fun. And the best part, there'll be cookies and milk when you're done. 'Cause it's better. It's better when it's used. Recycle. You guys are so awesome. I have time for just one more quick one. This is my favorite song. I wrote this for my daughter because she just recently started reading. So this is a duet between two of my favorite women in history. Anne Frank, you guys know her as the Jewish girl hiding in the attic from the Nazis, right? And Helen Keller. You guys remember her? She couldn't see, she couldn't hear, yet she was able to communicate, right? Okay. So this duet between Anne Frank and Helen Keller. Shut up, you deaf dumb bitch. You guys are awesome. What do you say we divide the room down the middle and do it as a round? All of you guys on this side. That's my fucking time. Thank you guys. You're awesome. Thank you.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV. Live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Leonard Oostz is taking the stage when we return.
Kicking ass on this show tonight, and the next performer is no exception. He's going to be seen in this upcoming season of BET's Comic View, which means he's black. Give it up for Leonard Oostz!
Y'all can do better than that. Make some more noise. Make some noise. Yeah. Yeah. Recently, I just turned 22. I got a sister. She's 17, about to graduate high school. She's dating now. And as her older brother, I want to feel like I can protect her, but she dating real men now. Yeah. I come home to visit. I come inside. He walk in. He's 6'2", 260, all muscle. That's how quiet I got when he walked in the room. Then she gonna ask me, what would you do if he hit me? I said, bitch, what would you do if he hit you? I'm gonna do whatever you do. You scream, I'ma scream. That is somebody's uncle. I'm not fighting him. Now, I say this, I do not condone domestic violence, but I will be honest. If a man hit his woman in front of me, I'm not gonna say nothing. I spoke up before, I ain't like how it ended for me. I was in the club a few weeks ago, having a good old time. This dude slapped his girl in the middle of the club in front of everybody. And I was raised to speak up when you see something that you're not supposed to see. As soon as he hit her, I stepped up, man, I was like, hey, you're not supposed to be putting your hands on these females like that. He looked at me, he said, I hit dudes too. I said, damn. I did not know he was hitting everybody. I did not know. They told me at the door it was ladies' night. I thought he was only hitting women. Now I'm scared because I'm a dude, but I got titties too, so I don't know if he's gonna hit me twice. Is it carryover slaps? He is hitting everybody. He using both hands. He bi-slaps one. He had to go to school for that. He is bislapsual. I'm still working on the definition, but I know it's hashtag bislapsual. The art of smacking people with both hands. Growing up, though, man, I was blessed. I was raised right. I grew up with both my parents, which not a lot of people of my ethnicity get to say nowadays. But I used to hate hearing them complain about growing up without a father because I had one and he wasn't all that. You know what I mean? Like, I used to hear the same complaint every day. Like, I grew up without a father. I don't have a father. I grew up without a neck, and I didn't complain to nobody. There was no scholarship fund for me. It meant don't buy turtlenecks and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Some stuff you got to get over. You know how dumb I used to look asking them to hem up my turtleneck? I had to give my sweater a circumcision. Are y'all listening? People don't understand, man. It's a struggle having two parents. Especially because people who grow up without a father think that your parents didn't argue because they stayed together. Now, I didn't mind them arguing. They argued a lot. But I just didn't like when he started messing up, it started ruining my life. I'll never forget, I was in the 3rd grade. I came home from school one day. They was arguing in the kitchen. Next thing I know, my mama snapped and stopped cooking for a whole week. 7 whole days, me and him sitting at the dinner table eating bologna sandwiches. I had to put him to the side. I was like, yo, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm gonna need for you to get your shit together. Because if I gotta eat one more turkey on Swiss, I'm gonna go to school and tell the people, you touch me. You gotta go. You ain't cut my sandwich in half. Ain't no chips. You gotta go. You gotta go. Then I got 2 college-educated parents. Both my parents went back to college while I was in high school, which was dope. I'm proud of them. They both got master's degrees. But my friends, give it up for them, yeah. But my friends, I guess they had some false reality of what that meant for me at home. They was like, oh, that's dope. You in school, your parents in school. That's cool. I'm like, no, it's not cool, dummy, because we do homework together. Everybody at the table confused. Nobody know what they doing. I look up, my daddy copying my homework. I'm like, we don't even go to the same school. Then my mama gonna make me do her homework every night. Talking about she gotta take the time to do homework, then she can't cook dinner. I was like, you know what, bitch? Give me the homework. You are something else. Give me the homework. I'm in 2nd grade doing Spanish work, like como se dice. Go put the meatloaf in the oven. Como. I'm at that age though, man. I'm at the age my friends starting to have kids. And I'm scared. I'll be honest, I'm scared because you never know who you're gonna get pregnant nowadays. I'm scared. I'll be honest. I'm scared. What if I get a big girl pregnant, right? And then the baby grow up, start to walk and run, and we can't catch it. Like, we'll literally be unfit parents. You know what I mean? Like how I look at the school, like, hey, somebody stop my baby that's running down the street. I can't show up no PTA meeting after that. I can't file no missing person report. How stupid I'm gonna look? Well, when did you realize he was missing? Immediately, I was right there. Why didn't you try to stop him? I did, but I ran out of breath, and he had them new Pampers where the legs get all the Couldn't catch him. Could not catch him. I'm glad to be here, though, man. I'm glad to be here at Gotham doing comedy, because I done had some bad jobs, man. Like, I used to be a server at IHOP. I don't know why y'all laugh. That wasn't even a joke. See, it's people like I hate judgmental people. Like, don't judge me. I know I'm a big guy. Don't judge me. Like, I had one lady. I couldn't tell certain people that we were out of stuff in the back because it's automatically my fault. I had a lady order turkey bacon one day. Turkey bacon. I had to put my white voice on. I'm so sorry, ma'am. We're all out of turkey bacon. She gonna give me attitude like, I bet y'all are out of turkey. I'm like, bitch, I don't even eat turkey bacon. I like regular bacon with the fat on the side and the grease pop out at you when you cook it. It's the bacon I like. I hate bougie people that go to IHOP act like it's a real restaurant. You ever met these people? They act like it's a real restaurant. Like they come in and order T-bones like it's... I'm saying we sell T-bones, but if you don't got health insurance or an extremely strong kidney, I wouldn't recommend it, you know what I mean? It's not exactly USDA choice meat. I had a lady order a T-bone one day. It's the arrogance she had when she ordered it that messed me up. I would like the T-bone. And could you tell the chef I would like it medium rare? It's like she said, chef. Like, first off, you want your T-bone from IHOP. Anything other than well done. I'm gonna need to go get this health waiver out the back real quick. Because the meat was damn near spoiled on the truck when we got it. And I just want to let y'all know, in case y'all didn't know this, there's never been a chef at IHOP. It's a brother named Breon back there. She started asking questions. He didn't study abroad? No, he killed abroad. He got an ankle bracelet on, you talking about chef. He cooking your eggs with a FUBU sweater on, and you talking about chef. He got on a do-rag right now, and you talking about chef. There's never been a diploma nor a degree in the kitchen at IHOP. Only degree is first-degree manslaughter and third-degree burns from that grease. Y'all been great. That's my time. I'm gonna do it.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV, live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Matt Burke is taking the stage when we return. Welcome back to the Access TV presentation of Gotham Comedy Live. More laughs happening right now.
God damn it, we got more funny for you right now. You know this guy from Showtime Comedy Central. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for funny man, Mr. Matt Burke.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am older. That's what I'm coming to grips with now. You know how you know you're getting older? When your doctor doesn't care if you smoke. That's a hopeful day when you hit that landmark. Do you smoke? Yes. Yes. I've hit the age now where I'm starting to just feel that pull to sit down. You know, you walk past a chair and you're like, you know? It's like a little voice, a little Jewish voice, just going, sit, sit. It's a middle age. I'm in the middle. I figured out what that meant. You're in the middle. You're not young anymore, but you're not old. You're in the middle. You're observing. Both. And you know, you're looking back with regret, and you're looking forward with dread. And you're thinking, you know, I should have done something here. It's because I can't do shit now. There you are in the middle with this. What do you think this whole hair thing is? I'm a Civil War surgeon now? I don't think I'm unaware of the absurdity of the whole hair thing, but I don't care. I'm middle-aged, I have kids, I'm married. I'm wearing 3 different shades of black. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. This is my thing. It just all went so fast, the last 20 years. Like that. And if you're young, you're not going to listen. I didn't listen. But just, you know, 1 minute you're out every night having a great time, you got money in your pocket. Next minute you're home snorting Vicodin, searching Facebook for people you used to have sex with. Like that. I mentioned my wife. I'm in a good space with my wife now. She had her girls' night out this week. So you always come back better from girls' night. You know, when your wife comes to you and says, I'm going out with the girls, that's her way of saying, I have to talk about you to someone else now. So I'm in a unique position with my wife because she likes it from the side. No, because Grow the fuck up, will you, please? No, it's unique because I like my job. You know, I enjoy my work, which is a problem, first off, because if a man wants to make his woman angry, all he has to do is enjoy something. Don't laugh. I don't care. You know it's true. You can't hide it from him. Can't even hide it. Can't have your little train set in the basement without getting that. It's my little thing. Can I have my little fucking thing in the last 3 feet of the house? So I live in Queens. I was born and bred in Queens. Now the most culturally diverse area in the entire world for its size, Queens. True. A lot of people from the Asian subcontinent in the area where I live now, and I'm currently siding with the Sikhs. To keep the Indians out of the neighborhood, you know? Because that's the great part about living in a multicultural area. You know, you can participate in ancient feuds that you have no understanding of whatsoever. You just pick a side. Doesn't matter. It's like the World Cup. Dad, I like their shirts. Them. And you got your pick in Queens. Half of Queens hates the other half. The Chinese and Japanese and Jews and the Arabs. Go into a Greek restaurant. Start bitching about the Turks. See how far it gets you. Or the Turks. Huh, Gus? Yes, he's right. He knows. It's free dessert for him. He knows it. This fucking Turkish piece of shit. This motherfucker, says. You know, the Turkish men, they sit down to pee. Do you know this? It's true. Eat your baklava. It's good. Don't you kind of aspire to be that guy? Don't you want to be like a bitter old racist with giant eyebrows? Just to fend off the end? And the worries I worry about. So you know what I'm concerned about? All the technology we're going to miss when we're gone. All the technology is going to be wasted on these 6-year-old little over-vaccinated ADHD Ritalin-soaked monsters that are clogging our educational system. The sex robots. Sex robots are coming. You know that. Once robots are affordable for the average person, there's going to be sex robots. Trust me, and it's going to be insanity. They're going to fly off the shelves. Man, could you imagine a woman you can have sex with anytime you want and shut off her mouth? You know? Not me. I'm not saying I would want that. Talking about these perverts who would build such a thing. Men are going to be out of control. Young men are going to be camped out the night before the new model is released. Sleeping bags with little erections all in a row. Chinese workers will be jumping out of the windows of the nipple factory from the sheer demand. And inevitably that PC Mac debate will start up, and the Apple people will all be, the Apple people are, you can't get a virus if you do it with an iFuck. I know. Might be celebrity models. What better way to rejuvenate your career if you're a has-been? Just sell your image to a sex robot. Lady Gaga might be on top today, but she could be on the bottom tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Gaga. Have you thought about that name since the first time you heard it? Gaga. You know about controlling language? You know, since the beginning of time, there's been a small group of elites who are trying to control the rest of the population, at least according to my internet research. And one of the things they do is to control language. If you can control people's language, you control them, because you can shrink the language. You can make it hard to communicate. Make people stupid, infantile, easy to control. And I think there's no better example of the infantilization of America than the fact that they've given us a celebrity named Gaga. You may not see it now, but someday you're going to hear a rumor about Lady Gaga. You're going to want to look it up. Maybe you won't have your phone with you, so you ask your friend to do it, and you will look at him, and you will say, Google Gaga. Then you might know You know what I was thinking about the other night too? I kept myself up late. I was having a cigarette out the kitchen window, because I have kids. So I was thinking to myself, where are all the dead squirrels? My neighborhood is full of squirrels. They must be dying all the time. By course of nature, we should be ankle deep in dead squirrels. But you only see one a year. There's one in front of your house. There's one. And that's usually natural causes. Or a hit, Because there's a lot of gang activity. And the squirrel could be, and when they whack a guy, they will drag the body. They drag the little squirrel body to the ground between two big trees. So it looks like, hey, I guess he thought he could make it. You know what I mean? Did you ever see a squirrel with no tail? That's a squirrel couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut. Thank you, Gotham.
Stay tuned for more laughs on Access TV, live from the Gotham Comedy Club in New York City.
All right, let's bring them all back up